You know what's scary? You might be living in a mental prison right now, but you don't even realize it. You're scrolling through your feed, nodding along to every post, every video, every opinion that pops up. Everything feels right. Everything makes sense. But here's the thing. That comfort? That's not wisdom. That's the echo chamber effect. And it's slowly shrinking your ability to think. I'm going to show you exactly how this happens, why it feels so good, but why it's actually one of the most dangerous traps your mind can fall into. We surround ourselves with people who think like us, consume content that confirms what we already believe, and before you know it, we're living in this bubble where everyone agrees with us. It feels amazing, right? But that's the trap. Today, I'm breaking down the psychology behind echo chambers, how they form, why they're so addictive, and most importantly, how to escape them before they completely reshape the way you see reality. So if you want to think more clearly, challenge yourself, and actually grow as a person, you're going to want to stick around for this. And hey, if this resonates with you, hit that like button and subscribe because we're diving deep into topics like this every week. So first, let's talk about what an echo chamber actually is. It's basically when you only hear opinions and information that reflect your own beliefs back at you. It's like shouting into a cave and only hearing your own voice. But here's where it gets interesting. According to a study from MIT, people are 70% more likely to engage with content that aligns with their existing beliefs. That means your social media algorithm isn't showing you the truth, it's showing you what you want to see. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a post that genuinely challenged your worldview? Probably not recently, right? That's by design. The algorithm knows you'll click, comment, and share things you already agree with. Therefore, it keeps feeding you more of the same. But the more you stay in that loop, the more your perspective narrows. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but what's wrong with surrounding myself with people who get me? And I hear you, but here's the problem. Our brains are wired to seek comfort. It's called confirmation bias. When you encounter information that confirms what you already believe, your brain releases dopamine. It literally rewards you for staying in your comfort zone. That's why it feels so satisfying when someone says something you've been thinking all along. But the flip side, when you encounter information that contradicts your beliefs, your brain goes into defense mode. It triggers the same reaction as a physical threat. So you reject it, dismiss it, or attack it. You don't even consider whether it might be true because your brain is too busy protecting you from discomfort. Therefore, we actively avoid challenging ideas, not because we're stupid or stubborn, but because our brains are trying to keep us comfortable. So here's where things get really dangerous. When you spend enough time in an echo chamber, you start to believe that everyone thinks like you. You lose perspective. You forget that there are millions of people who see the world completely differently, and they might have valid points too. Research from the Pew Research Center found that 64% of people say social media has a mostly negative effect on the country because it increases polarization. We're not just disagreeing anymore, we're living in completely separate realities. But the scariest part? Echo chambers don't just limit your thinking, they make you more extreme. When everyone around you is nodding along, you start pushing your beliefs further and further because there's no one there to pump the brakes. Okay, so how do you escape this trap? It's not easy, but it's possible. Here's what you need to do. First, actively seek out opposing viewpoints. I'm not saying you have to agree with them, but you need to understand them. Follow people who think differently than you. Read articles from sources you usually avoid. Challenge yourself. Second, pause before you react. When you encounter something that makes you uncomfortable, don't immediately dismiss it. Sit with it. Ask yourself, why does this bother me? Is there any truth here? Third, surround yourself with people who challenge you, not just people who validate you. The strongest ideas survive scrutiny. If your beliefs can't handle a little pushback, maybe they need refining. But here's the thing. Escaping the echo chamber isn't about changing your core values. It's about expanding your understanding. It's about becoming someone who can think critically, adapt, and grow. Look, here's the bottom line. Comfort is seductive, but it's also suffocating. The echo chamber effect doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow, gradual process that shrinks your worldview piece by piece until you can't even recognize how narrow your thinking has become. But you have the power to break free. You have the power to seek out truth over comfort, growth over validation. So I want to hear from you. Have you noticed yourself falling into an echo chamber? What are you doing to challenge your own thinking? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this conversation doesn't end here. And if you found this valuable, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's help each other think bigger, not smaller. I'll see you in the next one.